Hi everyone, it's Paula at Creationz. Just wanted to share with you a swap that I did on Artistic Creations. A lot of companies are starting to bring out mini file folders, so we wanted to make our own, just as something different. So we set it up. The only requirements were really that it had to be no bigger than half an A4, which is an A5 size, so A4 folded in half, and no smaller than a 4x2, you know, your normal sort of photo size. 4x2, what am I talking about? 4x6, so folded in half was 2x3. Got it right now. We had originally set up a theme of spring, but we kind of changed our mind and said we really didn't want to do that, we'll just do whatever. So that's what we did. So we'll run through and share with you the different file folders that we made. So there was 3 of us joined in this time. There's myself, Tracy and Faith. So I'll quickly run through with you what we did. So for my file folders, I just used manila folders as my base and then covered them. This first one, and actually all of mine, I've rather than do a tab on the back, I've just cut the front sort of half an inch different, just to give a little bit of interest there. The other girls have kept them straight, and you can either put the tabs in or have them matching up exactly the same like there, or you can create a little bit of difference if you want. It's entirely up to you, because you know you're creating it for what you want. So with these ones here, I covered these entirely with napkins where I'd taken the top layer off and used the other 2 layers of something else. Just adhered that in place with a thin sort of decoupage glue, and I actually used watered down Elmer's glue. I've then run some washi tape completely around the edge and stuck it on one side and then folded it over just to keep my napkins in place. I didn't want them lifting off. And then to accent the picture, I've just added some Kindies glitz on some of those flowers there to give it a little bit of something different. The next one I decoupaged on some pieces of books, a book that I'm altering. I've taken some inside that, which you'll see in a later swap or later video. Adhered those in place inside and out. Again, put the washi tape on just to make sure that everything stayed in place, but because it's really cool washi tape, which I love, rather than flipping it over on the sides, I've done it whole to really accent that pattern. Then my decoration on the front is a Donna Downey poppy stamp, which I've just stamped on using my gelatos. And then sort of painted them on to make sure they show up. This file folder I've covered in decoupage again with little bits of just pattern paper. Again, use the washi tape over the outside just to hold it in place, but also because it's sort of a sewing theme, I wanted those numbers like a measuring tape to really show on the side there. I've got some burlap strips which I've just cross-stitched on all the way around and then adhered in place, and these are some vintage fashion tags that I found online from, I think it was Wild Orchid. I'll put the link down the bottom where you can see that in my blog where I did print them out. The freebie printables, which is absolutely fantastic and love them. And for something like this, a giveaway, then you know I love using them. Just gone around the tags with some distress ink to give it some accent, ribbons, and then just some buttons to really top it off. So next we had Faith. She's cut hers. Got on the inside we've got a painted finish with stamped images just randomly on the page there, and you can see the texture of the brush marks. And then on this side she's got some, well, it looks like a muslin or a cheesecloth which has been painted and sort of bunched up in different places and then edged with gelatos just to add some interest. And it's got a really cool texture, almost like you know, when you get, if you break an arm and you've got to get it plastered, it's got that kind of plaster of Paris type texture to it. Really cool and dimensional. This one here is a dry embossed cardstock, which has been coloured with, and I think looking at her post here on YouTube was metallic gelatos. It's got a beautiful silky feel, and you can see that shimmer on it. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but certainly in real life it's got a beautiful shimmer, and then those colours carried through to the inside, and again just some stamped images there to give it a bit of oomph and extra. And then this one, which is my favourite, has got a real sort of steampunky look to it. Modelling paste through a stencil, and it's been coloured with some metallic paint, or maybe Lindy's Stamp Gang mist, or Tattered Angels mist there. Got a real beautiful shimmer and metallic look, you can just see it there, like a distressed edge on it as well, gorgeous. This side has got a very glossy look. Again, you've got dimensional modelling paste through like a brick look to it, and you can see the brush strokes coming through quite clearly, so that's got a really nice look to it as well. These are from Tracy. Now she's gone for a decoupage look with like pieces of pattern paper, or it might be even magazine, onto a painted background. Probably added some paint or some ink, maybe some mist, or like Lindy's or Tinkering Tattered Angels, sorry, onto there just to add some dimension and add to that kind of grungy look. Inside here, again, same sort of thing, real sort of grungy industrial look to it. And there is a shimmer across it as well, which you may not be able to see on the camera, but it looks really gorgeous in person. So that's your first one. This one here has got a real sort of moody dark look. Got the distressed edges here, they've been touched up with distresser and then had ink or something put on them. Really cool idea just to strengthen the fold, masking tape over it with either distress ink, or perhaps even like stays on, just to add some grunge and colour there, and a decoupage look in the inside with distress ink or something like that. Again, just to sort of get everything to mend in and blend in and have a cohesive look across there. This one, my favourite of Tracy's, has got like book extracts on there, and they've been coloured with maybe gelatos or some paint, perhaps some Lindy's or distress ink, or all of the above, just to give it that real sort of grungy look and take away from the stark whiteness of the pages there. Really love that look. And then again on the inside, and you can really see it there, is that shimmery look from Lindy's Stamp Gang mist put on there, and again the centerpiece in there. Now a lot of people have been asking, well, you know, what do I do with these file folders? Well, you've got a couple of ideas for you. Is you can make them into like a mini album, so make a whole lot of folders, bind them all together, and there's your mini folder or mini album. So you know, they'd make a gorgeous sort of wee album for someone just like that. You can always put in different sizes, alternate them up, so you can have some small pages, then some big pages in your album. You don't have to have all the pages the one size. The other thing that you can do is either as a mini album, or even on layout, because you can adhere it onto a layout, is you can actually layer up these file folders as well. So let's sort of go for an idea here, so that you're putting this onto your layout, you open it up, and this is attached in here. You can then open it up again, so that you've got pages and photos or journaling on both sides, and then if you have another one here, you're opening it up again So you're getting so much more real estate on your layout, and getting a lot of photos in the one thing, and it's actually not taking up that much space. So hopefully that's a really cool idea for you there. I love all these mini file folders, getting all mixed up myself, that everyone made. I hope you'll try them yourselves. Love for you to join in any of the swaps, but thank you to Faith and Tracy for joining me in on this swap.